Hello guys, welcome back to the series of videos I'm doing about writing a song from start to finish on Logic Pro X. And from the last video I already have laid some guitar parts around here. As you guys can see, I've got a lot of stuff going on. And one of the comments I got was if it was possible to get a great guitar sound or a good guitar sound in Logic. My answer is, of course it is. You just have to tweak a little bit. You can use some presets that come bundled with Logic, but those presets maybe don't make the sound the way you like it, so you got to tweak a little bit. So my first guitar here, I have in this channel, I have a noise gate, I have a pedal board. I'm going to open pedal board with just this vintage drive to fatten the sound a little bit, and the amp is this Logic amp. Based probably on a Vox. With these settings, you have a lot of options here. I don't engage any effects around here. I'll leave the effects for later. And I customize a little bit the cab and the microphone and the position of the microphone, which is important. So it sounds like this, just the guitar. It sounds like this. I'm using my Les Paul and the bridge pickup. Then the other guitar down here is doing pretty much the same thing, but on the neck pickup, and it goes like this. With a different amp, in this case it's kind of like a Marshall, and don't be much worried about the sound because you can enhance it further with effects. It's one of the things I'm going to do today. Then I've got this melody guitar. It's very dry by now. Let me put the cursor here, and it sounds like this. The amp in this case is this custom boutique retro combo comes from bundle with Logic. If you press Y on your keyboard, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. Clean guitar, quench guitar, distorted guitar, you name it. You just choose one and go from there and start tweaking your sound. And lastly, I've got this guitar also here, which is also a line. The same amp with more distortion. So by themselves, they don't sound much of a great deal. But if you tweak them a little bit and you pan them hard left and hard right, which I did here, it's going to sound great. So right now I have two rhythm guitars, one pan hard left and the other one pan hard right. If you go in my mixer here, there they are. And also this guitar here, it's up to you where it's going to be. I'm going to pan it a little bit to the left, this a little bit to the right. Basically just melody guitars. And the drums, I didn't touch the drums yet because I'm just layering some guitars. I left this 8-bar here counting. I've got this my intro, verse, bridge, and chorus. You can add this by showing here the arrangement, and there's a lot of stuff. If you right click, you can change the things you see. Right now I just want the arrangement, so I can put this verse, bridge, chorus, and stuff. You can color them very easily. Just select and Alt C on your Mac. And just choose a color, and it goes. It stays like that. So let's take a listen from here with the drums and all the guitars right now. Just one thing, I put this on my stereo master fader, this plugin, just to check out if it's not picking. You can start doing your gain staging, which is very important right now in the recording phase. So it goes around -10, I think it's a safe place. So it sounds like this. So basically the verse and the intro are like a chorus and they repeat itself there and here. Now I have to make some decisions while I'm recording, and probably in the next video have some different chords, I don't know, but this is just an idea. I pick up my guitar and start playing some random chords until I have something that I like. Right now, one of the guitars that could benefit from some effects, and I could use some effects right now, is this one, because it's a melody guitar. I leave the other ones kind of dry. So I'm going to my mixer window, and this is the guitar I'm talking about. Let me cycle this guitar just so it's always playing. And I'm going here to my melody guitar one and going here to Send and Bus 2. I have some buses already named. It's very easy to name them. If you don't know how it is, just leave me a comment. And Logic automatically will create me an aux track. Here it is. I'm gonna call it guitar effects or guitar verb for now. Guitar verb. I'm gonna also create another bus in the same guitar. Bus number 3. There's another aux track. I'm gonna call it guitar delay. Okay. Now I'm gonna insert a verb plugin, reverb plugin here from Logic. Where they are, reverb. Could be the Space Designer, mono. Close this for now. And in the guitar delay, I'm gonna use also a reverb delay from Logic. Tape delay sounds cool to me. Okay, it's synced to the tempo of the song, which right now it's 100 BPM. So let me start with the delay in just a guitar and mess around, see what happens. Sorry. Right, here you choose the amount of signal you want to send to your aux track. Also, I did pan a little bit the aux track, so the delay goes much more into the right side of the stereo spectrum. Now let me disengage this and check out the reverb. Some really cool presets. I'm going to choose one for now, like a medium space and plate reverb. Let's check out this blue plate. Okay, I'm going to leave this here in center. All right, so we've got guitar verb and guitar delay for now. So I'm going to engage both. Let's take a listen. You've got a lot of controls here for feedback, delay time, and the character of delay. The frequencies you don't want to be heard, right? Normally I put this around 100 hertz. I don't want to hear the low frequencies, and this one can be around maybe 15, something like that. Okay, and let's check out how it sounds in the mix. Already sounding much better. It's important for you guys to do something like this while you're recording your guitars or anything else, because it gives you a little more of inspiration when you're adding guitars. I could do the same thing here for all my rhythm guitars. I'm going to select. I'm not going to use any delay, just a verb, a little bit verb, so guitar verb. Just open up a little bit both guitars and take a listen to them. All right, it's more than enough. Now, regarding the drums, you have two options here, and my preferred one is right now I can do two things. I can change the drummer to actual MIDI notes, if you right click on it, you have an option convert here to MIDI region. So I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to change then the actual drums. So I'm going to duplicate the track, Command D, and I'm going to drag and drop what I have here. Okay, I'm going to mute this one for now, and now on this one below, I'm going to convert to MIDI regions. All right, so for me it's easier to work this way, maybe a little more trouble, more work, I mean, but it's better for me. Right now I have the loop around, you can see here, this zone is more greenish than this other zone, so I'm gonna right click again on this region here and convert loops to regions, so I have separate parts, so I can edit them later and to record the bass, because I want the bass to lock with a kick probably. So probably if I was going to edit this, imagine this part here where it goes from the intro into the verse. I can just double click here on this region. It opens my MIDI panel. Okay. Right now I could choose like this, a crash, and it sounds like this. Okay, so I start building my drums like this, and probably here on this region I will do something like, I think the thing is around here. Let me turn this off. No, it's not here, sorry for my mistake. Let me check out, it's around here, okay. Okay, so on this region I'll probably do something like a fill. You have the snare here, so I'm going to duplicate, clicking Alt and dragging like this. Delete this hi-hat, let's take a listen. Right, and then I'm going to this region, and since it's like a verse thing, I could change my hi-hats, I guess, to something different. Let's see, choose all of them, and like a right cymbal. Let's check out how this sounds. And even change the whole section rhythm here around the kick and the drum, like let me just put this in loop mode and just solo my drums. Like here, another kick, I can duplicate this. Put this one here. And another one here. I think it's here. Let's check out. No, it's here. And start building from this part. For example, if you want to maintain this rhythm I just made here, which is basically 2 bars, you just go into your drum region, and basically what you do is going to do this. All right, I have my second cursor to scissors tool, so if I press Command, it'll have me this scissor. So I'm gonna, let's skip the notes and delete this part. Let's see if it's everything here. All right, and now I just loop it during this part, so as it is. So let's take a listen to everything now, how it sounds a little bit from behind. So it's gonna sound like this. because it's a copy, you'll have always a crash. So you have to make this convert to loops to regions. And probably you want to delete this one, also this one, and edit just this one. All right, this is enough. Now I'm gonna loop this so it doesn't always have the crash in between the parts. I'll probably change the pattern of the drum because I think the kick is not really tightening up with the guitars, so I have to think of something. Probably what I do normally is just loop one part and let it play. In this case, it's just this part because it's always the same chords. And double click here and see what I can do to further make it sound better. Not liking this kick, I'm going to remove it. Right, much better this way. So once again, I would have to delete this. Then I'm going to alt click instead of looping just to edit this region and put the hi-hat around there, and then I'm going to loop this one. And I'm converting this to regions also because I might need another fill around here, who knows. So I think it sounds better right now. And now I would make another fill here, probably using some toms. This is a snare. So I'm gonna delete this hi-hat. And drag this here. See how it sounds. Oh, I have to put this here. Alright, sounding great. If you click here, you'll see you can change the velocity, which means the volume of the note. So I'm going to change a little bit higher so I can listen to it better. There are ways to do this if you're using the drummer built in Logic and use it in multi-stereo or stereo, not stereo mode, but multi-track. You have access to all the components of the drum in an individual form. But right now, I'll just do this, and let's see how it sounds, this part. Okay, now probably I would edit this. I would start with the hats, probably. Let's try to put some open hats, and in the first, sort of a crash. Let's see what happens from here. First thing, they're very loud. Oh, sorry. So I have to select them all and just mess around here with the velocity tool. Let's see from here. No, I don't like them. I'm going to stick with close hi-hats because this is more of a calm part. And I'm just going to mess around here with the snare and the toms. I'll do that later. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is what I have so far. One thing I almost forgot is that in your original drum pattern, you can do the same thing, which is convert loops to regions. And then instead of you're doing the job for yourself, I prefer to do it myself so I know exactly what it's playing and how I want it. But you can double click here, it's a verse, okay? it will open up this drum section here, and now you can change things a little bit. So it will change automatically there. Let's see what it did. But this way it's a little bit, for me it's harder because you have to go around with the circle, yellow dot, until you have exactly what you want to. That's why I prefer to convert the drummer regions to MIDI, so I can add notes or delete notes to my own taste. But you can go this way. Like this one is sounding already good, so if you can choose one, then you go and edit the others, just move around, because they're all independent right now, and if you move the yellow dot, they're gonna be all independent. On this one I can do some fills, so on this hand probably we'll have some sort of fill. Let's check out. And there it is. So not the kind of fill that I want, but it's there. So I prefer to mute right now and try and work from here. It's more of a tedious work, but you can get exactly what you want. So as I said before, I'm going to record more guitars. I'm using my Les Paul direct into my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, using just stock plugins from Logic Pro, Logic X. And I'm going to start a song like I already did and finish it everything stock. Someone asked me about the tones of the guitar, like I mentioned before early in the video. Of course you can use other softwares like Amplitude or Bios Desktop or Scuffman amps with the ASCII, or it's really great sounding. But I think you can have great results with everything built in Logic. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in another video. I'll start to record the bass. I'm gonna head it to drums in between videos. So many thanks once again, and cheers.